Look at yourself and you see yourself as an addict, or anyone has ever called you an addict, I think that's something that you should be proud of. And I understand that that sounds very confusing, but I'm going to explain why that is. The very traits that got you stuck in active addiction are the very same traits that you can use to become unaddicted. They're also the very same traits that you can use to build, I think, a wildly successful lifestyle for yourself in almost any category of life. When I look back at myself, when I was struggling with addiction, nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, there was certain things about me that other people didn't have. I had a lot of grit. I had the ability to pursue something relentlessly without giving up, right? So I had the ability to go find that drug no matter what the situation was, no matter how broke I was, no matter how busy I was, no matter how tired I was. I had the ability to pursue that drug. I had grit. I kept going. Even after knocking myself down 1,000 times, more than 1,000 times, I kept getting back up. I had drive and I had endurance. I had the ability to endure a living hell that I created for myself in active addiction, but I got through it. I came out on the other side. I had commitment and I had determination. I was committed to seeing using whatever the drug was through nicotine, weed, porn, energy drinks. If I wanted it, I was going to commit to it and I was going to do it. Come hell or high water, at the end of the day, I was going to reward myself. I was going to satisfy myself with whatever harmful thing it was that I was seeking. I was decisive in my decision making. I was decisive in the decision to remain addicted, the commitment to remaining addicted. I was strong-willed, and above all else, I was obsessed. I was truly, passionately obsessed with nicotine and weed. I was obsessed with the very things that were keeping me stuck in active addiction. And when people talk to me and they ask me, Dr. Frank, how do I quit vaping? How do I quit smoking weed? How do I quit drinking? I say, you already have every tool in your toolbox that you need to quit. You already have every personality trait that you need to quit. But you need to start to refocus those personality traits into something positive in your life, into something that actually brings you joy, into something that you actually crave, something that you actually want to pursue. I'll give you an example. So here I'd be sitting at work thinking, man, I really want nicotine. Man, I really can't wait to get home and take a hit of weed, a craving, right? And then I'd have to pause and ask myself, Frank, what is it that you really crave? Maybe you crave better financial stability. Maybe you crave better relationships. I desperately craved better health, mentally and physically. So I said, Frank, why not pursue the things in life that you actually crave with the same amount of commitment, determination, grit, and endurance and obsession that you've been pursuing active addiction with? And that's really what I refer to as the addiction mindset. So if you're going to take time and you're going to call me an addict, or you're going to call someone else an addict, just realize something. That person is dangerous. If they get focused, if they get dialed in on the thing that they want, I truly believe that individual becomes unstoppable. I wanted to have a YouTube channel. I wanted to be successful in my own business. I wanted to get married and have a healthy relationship with someone. If you can pursue whatever it is you're after, maybe it's faith-based, maybe it's none of those things. But if you can truly pursue whatever it is that you're after at that level, that makes you a very, 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 very competitive person. A lot of people go through life and they never develop that level of passion for anything. Unfortunately, right now, you have that level of passion for active addiction. But what if you could shift your mindset? What if you could use that addiction mindset and you could refocus it to start hitting those higher levels of potential in your life? I don't think anyone would be able to stop you. And if you're thinking, Dr. Frank, that's great, but you know what? I don't have any reasons to quit. I don't have any desire to quit. I don't know why I should bother. There's one reason you should quit vaping, quit smoking cigarettes, quit drinking alcohol, quit smoking weed. To prove to yourself that you're capable of accomplishing something that you didn't think you were capable of doing. Because with that, you're going to get a massive boost in confidence. And by making that decision to accomplish something that you at one point in your life didn't think you were capable of accomplishing, you're going to add more tools to your already very, very, very well-developed toolbox. And then when you go on in life and you face another struggle, you face another challenge, what I want you to do is I want you to look back and I want you to tap into that addict. I want you to tap into that addiction mindset. And I want you to reflect upon, hey, how did I get through alcoholism? How did I get through nicotine addiction? How did I get through cannabis addiction and CHS? What tools did I use? Did you call friends for support? Did you watch videos online to get a solution? Did you go to group meetings? Did you do it on your own? Did you journal? Did you use faith? What tools did you use to tackle that challenge? Because what I want you to do when another challenge comes up in life, because many more challenges are going to come, I want you to reach in that toolbox and I want you to start using all of the incredible traits that you develop in your recovery and sobriety process. Because these are characteristics that everyone should strive to have. And it's really cool because in the future, when you face a challenging situation, I think you're going to feel a lot more prepared to tackle it. I think you're going to feel a lot more confident in your ability to face that challenge head on. And some of this might be hard to understand or hard to comprehend, especially if you're still struggling with active addiction. You're still stuck in that brain fog that addiction creates. When you're sober, when you're in your recovery process and you're facing a challenge, you're coming at it from a different frame of mind. You're coming at it from a different state of preparedness, a different level of awareness. So I'm confident that each and every one of you on this channel, each and every one of you watching this video, has everything you need to quit. You don't need to call my offices. You don't need to join our group coaching. You can if you want. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm happy to do that. All the information is in the description below. But you have everything you need. The same things that made you addicted, the very traits that made you an addict, are the very traits that you can use to build, I think, an undeniably incredible future for yourself. I just need you to use that addiction mindset more appropriately, more to your advantage than to your disadvantage. You're already struggling. You're already struggling in active addiction. Instead of struggling, digging yourself into a deeper and deeper ditch, use that struggle to climb up the hill. Use that struggle to get to the top. Because that's where I'm hanging out. That's where me and all my friends are hanging out. And I want so badly to see you there. So maybe today's the day you're going to commit to quitting. Why don't you leave a comment? Today's date, the time, and say, my name is so-and-so, and I'm committed to quitting weed, nicotine, alcohol, whatever it is. I'll see you at the top.